Hi, I'm the left-handed reader. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm continuing with the Buddha in your mirror. Thank you for listening. Let me know where you're listening from in the comments. Okay, so this is the downside of expectations. Expectations are important. Research indicates that children develop only as far as the expectations of the adults around them. But expectations can also destroy perfectly good relationships. We have expectations of other people. We expect them to be good husbands, good wives, good children, good friends, good bosses, and so on. These expectations are often unrealistically high, sometimes higher than our expectations of ourselves. Let's imagine a relationship where the initial passions have faded, right? The honeymoon is over. Now, the bride and groom are awakening to the fact that their respective partner is not perfect. Let's say he or she is only about 80%, okay? Partners have flaws and imperfections, as we all do, they reason. Because they care about each other and about their happiness together, they want and expect each other to do better, to improve themselves. Each expects the other to bridge the gap and become the ideal partner. Motivated by their love, they begin to tell each other in the most affectionate and caring way possible about the 20% that's missing. Each believes that the love that exists between them will motivate the other to strive harder to fill the gap. Because they are motivated by love with only the best intentions, they are surprised to find that after an initial period of positive response, things get progressively worse. Why? Where did the love go? Does this scenario sound familiar? Do you know a couple that began deeply in love but ended not so many years later in acrimonious divorce? How does this happen to people? While every situation is unique, there's at least one common but subtle delusion at work here. A delusion that is a challenge to all of us in our relationships with significant others, children, family, friends. The problem is that although we are motivated by the best intentions, the other person often hears from us a steady stream of criticism and disappointment. This is not encouraging, and in spite of the love in our hearts, the other person becomes unresponsive, even rebellious. The problem here is that although the heart is in the right place, we lack wisdom. Motivated by love but lacking wisdom, we get a response to our efforts that is the opposite of what we expected. Once this downward trend begins, unfortunately, it is often difficult to reverse. People do not respond well to constraint and criticism, nor negativity. Does that mean we simply have to settle for something less? No. It means, once again, that we're trying to change the wrong person. If we want people to do more, we need to praise and appreciate what they are already doing for us. In other words, it's the 80% that is happening that should be the focus of our attention, not the 20% that is missing. People love praise and appreciation and will try very hard to get it. Making these two the basis of all your relationships can have a powerful and encouraging influence. For the gardener of relationships, they are like sunlight and water. People will strive and thrive when they are praised and appreciated. Criticism and disappointment create a dark environment. a garden where relationships just cannot thrive. It is a major delusion to think that others will be motivated by criticism. Nichiren wrote, "When praised, one does not consider his personal risk, and when criticized, he can recklessly cause his own ruin. Such is the way of common mortals." Thank you for listening. The Buddha in Your Mirror. Like and subscribe. See you next time.